as the Lok Sabha elections results are coming, it's almost decided that no party will get single majority to rule the country. In the exit poll, it was showed that BJP is going to single-handedly get majority. With the alliance, NDA, they will cross 350 seats. But now they even do not reach 300, and BJP single-handedly never got the majority. So how you look at this result? Is it a promising sign for Indian democracy?
First of all, I must tell you, Biju, that this is fairly okay result in the present situation, because as you're correctly pointing out, the alliance was made a bit too late. It was made too late, and they could not have enough time for deliberations and a common program, which is a important thing, because they kept just one important program, that we have to remove Modi from power, who's a dictatorial person. That was the one. So probably, as you're saying, I agree with you. Had this alliance been made 2-3 years ago, it would have been a much more position to win fully. And secondly, let me comment a bit that first of all, BJP is very clever in mind games. So it declared that they are going to go 400 par, beyond 400, which was a total bogus thing. And then there is a funny thing that our exit polls were so much off the mark that it seemed that the exit polls have been sponsored by the winning party or some corporate who are trying to back up the winning party. Because most of the exit polls showed that BJP is going beyond 350. And when, as you are seeing, they have landed up close to 240. So this is definitely no exit poll. It is a shame that in a developed country like ours, the exit poll mechanism is so poor that it is totally manipulable by the ruling government or section of corporate who want this ruling government back in power.
As you said, exit polls are manipulated. Even before election, how the election commissioners were selected, how the committee was modified, and they removed Supreme Court Chief Justice from the committee, and they included the Home Minister in the committee. And we can see how horrible the election campaign BJP run throughout India, especially the Prime Minister of India himself is so vocally communal, and the Election Commission did nothing. How you look at that?
If you permit me, I'll tell you a small joke. Earlier, 2-3 decades ago, when any cricket team was going to play with Pakistan team, they used to say, oh, we have 11 players, but Pakistan has 12 players. Means 11 players, one empire. So here, Election Commission was so manipulated, so formed, that it was totally a adjunct to BJP. Means BJP spoke so much anti-unity and in the interest and such divisive language that Election Commission did not reprimand it. It did not have the courage to say anything against Modi or BJP. So Election Commission was totally in the pocket of the ruling party, and it failed to rise on the occasion as a independent, autonomous organization as its constitutional mandate is.
What happened in Maharashtra?
The way they split NCP and Shiv Sena, and on the top of it, the authorities gave the real label to the ones who were split. They split because of pressure of ED or other pressure from the top. Even NCP, that Ajit Pawar, one day before Modi said that 73,000 crore Ghotala is there. And next day he became the deputy chief minister. So people had a lot of sympathy with Uddhav Thackeray, who was denied his rightful party, and Sharad Pawar, who was also denied, who is of course a father figure of politics in Maharashtra. So people had a strong sympathy with both these people. And that's why I think they did fairly well in contrast to the BJP, against whom people had a lot of anger.
Ayodhya, the Faizabad, the constituency, they lost. What happened there? It was surprising for many of us.
See, there are two factors. One is that this whole appeal of Ram Temple, Babri Mosque can't survive for long. This is not an issue which affects people's lives, because even people in Ayodhya, those people living in Ayodhya are also ordinary people like any other place in the country. And actually, Ayodhya people are suffering much more earlier because a lot of agitations there. And whenever even Babri Mosque was demolished, Ayodhya city got paralyzed. And it is a city where good deal of harmony, people of all religions. It is a religious place for most of the people. So I think that one anger was there. And second is the other issues which India alliance raised. Those issues were the issues which appealed to most of the people in Uttar Pradesh and many parts of the country. So it is very funny that Ayodhya, on the basis of which BJP built it up, because if you see history, BJP built up itself around Ram Temple campaign, from demolition of Babri Mosque, which they did, up to building of Ram Temple, whose credit they are taking. It has been a central thread of BJP's politics. But the people of Ayodhya, they are the victims of this politics because of the repeated, regular mobilizations of people and activities which they take place. The regular life in Ayodhya gets affected. Earlier, I used to go to Ayodhya, and many people used to say that since this agitation has started, our regular lives and livelihood has been affected very severely. It exposes the whole politics of BJP, that the issue on which they came to power, those very people are trying to reject them, because for people, what is more important are the issues which the India combined raised all through their campaign.
When we look at UP, Uttar Pradesh, we were very fearful how Mayawati will spoil the game, because she has a very core voters base. But that never stopped SP and Congress India alliance from winning seats there.
See, even I felt that BSP, Mayawati may spoil the game. But the reports are saying that BSP hardly is acting as a political party. Most of the times, it is invisible. It is not active on the ground. When atrocities against Dalits take place, there is no voice from it. Whenever such protests take place, they are nowhere on the scene. So earlier, of course, when Kanshiram was there, he built a solid base for BSP. But with coming of Mayawati, some different factors have taken place. And the latest example was Mayawati's nephew, Anand, who gave a very good speech criticizing BJP and its divisive politics. He was suspended from the party, and he was supposed to be the inheritor of Mayawati. But Mayawati said, oh, he's not yet mature, so we will consider him later. So he was dethroned from his position in the party. So Mayawati practically is a non-active party. So in a way, we should not be surprised.
This election, in UP, many people saying that Yogi Adityanath fearful towards the success of Modi. The history shows that Modi will never allow any chief minister to grow after a limit. So how you look at internal politics of BJP worked out here?
See, earlier record of BJP says that like they ignored Vasundhara Raje Scindia in Rajasthan, they ignored Shivraj Chauhan in MP. And so wherever any chief minister becomes powerful and regional force, they remove. And because they have a lot of power, nobody rebels against the party because of its peculiar structure, RSS control and all that. So in that sense, Kejriwal has been saying that if Modi comes to power again, he will remove Yogi Adityanath within 2 months. But now that seems to be difficult, because even if Modi comes to power, that is one doubtful, because for allies to go along with Modi will be quite a painful process. Modi is quite an authoritarian, dictatorial personality, unlike Vajpayee, who could carry the allies along with them. So that is one doubtful. And secondly, BJP's total strength is reduced. When BJP could have majority on itself, it could carry on the decisions without consulting the allies. Now, many of the allies will be sympathetic to minorities. Many of them will be really committed to the Dalits and rule of law. So in that sense, now probably Modi may not be able to remove Adityanath because of his reduced power.
But what happened in Delhi? I was surprised that even after Aam Aadmi Party joined with Congress, BJP is winning almost all the seats. So what happened in Delhi?
Yeah, Delhi, I am also surprised. I was expecting that AAP and Congress, since they have allied so well, they will do it. So probably there may be one factor they are saying that they declared their candidates very late. So the candidates probably did not have enough time to prepare for this thing. And BJP anyway has huge mechanisms, lot of money. Because of that, probably there was a failure to get anything in Delhi.
If you look at Congress party, earlier they have big leaders who can talk with allies, who will negotiate and make the coalition possible, etc., etc. This time, in the Rahul Gandhi's team, like Venugopal, who is coming from Kerala, who doesn't have any understanding of the national politics. In Bihar, if convenership of the India alliance was given to Nitish Kumar, he may not be going to the BJP alliance. So how crucial it is for the leadership of Congress and also other big parties like Shiva Sena and Sharad Pawar to bring all the secular parties together and do not allow BJP to crack their parties, like we have seen in Maharashtra also what happened. So this isn't a big challenge for the secular parties.
See, I think last 1 year or so, Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi, they have played a very crucial role in bringing other parties together, and their handling of allies has been very nice and friendly. Similarly, Sharad Pawar, who's NCP, he is also like a father figure in the Maharashtra politics, and he has a big reputation in the country as a senior seasoned politician. So I think he can fill up, because it's a new experiment. India Alliance is a new experiment. So they may have some rough patches in the beginning, but then they will be able to smoothen out because of the maturity which Congress leadership has gained over a period of time.
Bengal, I was very surprised that BJP was saying that they are going to sweep Bengal, but Mamta fortunately stopped it. How was it possible?
See, I think BJP was overestimating itself, and that was also a sort of an electoral ploy, mind game. But if you see UPA 1 and 2, similar Congress leadership was there, which carried along so many of the leaders from diverse parties for last 10 years, except of course, later on they had some problems. But CPM had problems with nuclear deal, so they frittered away. Then they could get other allies, and they ruled for 10 years in a much better way than what 10 years of Modi regime had been. So I think Congress has, as a collective process, got enough maturity to carry along the alliance, as we have seen earlier also.
In Karnataka, we were expecting much better result than which is now coming. Yeah. What happened in Karnataka?
Yeah, see, Karnataka is because recently there was a victory. I don't know whether the Congress machinery got lax because of the earlier victory. I am not sure of that. But BJP, through its other mechanisms of money, power, and other allurements, it might have succeeded in winning over a section of urban and other populace to defeat Congress, which otherwise has performed so well in last assembly elections. So there might have been some 2-3 loopholes in Congress machinery, while BJP electoral machinery is always very strong and powerful, flawless work it does. So some of those things might have acted or setback in Karnataka.
Orissa, BJP did a huge victory there, isn't it?
See, I think after the Kandhamal violence, every violence, major violence, because of that, BJP is able to polarize the communities. So earlier I was surprised how BJP is not coming up. Because you see, wherever major violence is orchestrated, BJP becomes powerful. That may be one of the factors also in defeat of AAP and Congress alliance in Delhi. So that is one factor which I personally feel might have gone in favor of BJP. And secondly, my feeling is that Congress has not been taking Orissa very seriously. That's my feeling. I may be wrong, but I don't know personally. But I know this for a fact that BJP has been concentrating a lot in Orissa since the Kandhamal violence, when Swamis and all others, they have been coming to Orissa and they have been trying to work amongst the Adivasis and trying to win them over culturally, socially, which might have been gone in favor of BJP.
Now we will come to two states, which is very worrisome for any secular person in India. One is Gujarat, another is Madhya Pradesh. Both two states has been ruling by BJP for more than 2 decades. So, and the population of those states has been subject to communalization process for a long time. So, in those two states, and the opposition is also very weak.
See, Biju, I think last assembly elections, if you see, before the present one, Congress fairly did better. But it reached, I think, 99 figure, which was fairly good. But after that, there are various things, because Gujarat, the BJP machinery is very strong. BJP, VHP, and all its associated organizations. And they have increased the religiosity of the average people has gone up very high. There are many Babas, many of they keep running their ashrams. And Gujarat society, if you see, there is a lot of money order economy. A lot of them live in Kenya, America, Canada. So the people who live here, they want a sort of a type of thing which they can identify from religious point of view. And because it could not be cracked by Congress for long time, so it is becoming a frozen society electorally, politically. Frozen in the particular mindset of BJP. So that is one. Similar process somehow has happened in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, obviously this thing did not happen, but some communalization was there around Jhabua when you see all of this Adivasi belt, starting from Kandhamal to Dance in Gujarat. There was a attempt by VHP and Vanvasi Kalyan Ashram to focus on this. So that may be one reason. And the second is, I think the Congress leadership has not done enough to revive its cadres, revive its organization ideologically. Those efforts are not there, which I think practically after Rahul Gandhi's yatras, Congress is a different party. It's a party with coming for revival and rejuvenation. So before that, Congress could not make severe dent on places where the BJP was doing a very small, very strong work. So these may be two big examples of how BJP can make the society politically static. Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh.
But if you come to the southern part of the country, two states, Kerala and Tamil Nadu was always with the secular politics. But this time, very unfortunately, in the history of Kerala, for the first time, BJP won a seat. That is in Thrissur, which is called cultural capital of Kerala. And they won with a huge majority of 75,000 votes. And Congress came in the third position. CPI was in the second position. But fortunately, in Tamil Nadu, even though penetrated in many villages where they never heard about BJP before, but they are now have presence in villages. You can see the flag of BJP in many villages in Tamil Nadu now. So slow and steady, they are increasing their presence in these two states.
See, my suggestion and request will be that we can't ignore RSS. And as far as my knowledge goes, the number of RSS shakas working in Kerala is very high. And they have not been countered ideologically. Physically, they might have been countered, they might have been controlled, but their ideological indoctrination is seeping in the society to a great extent. RSS has been taking Kerala very seriously. And number of shakas, they have not been countered ideologically, neither by CPM nor by Congress. Of course, they have confronted them politically and all that. But ideological and cultural combating of these forces is very important, which I think friends in Kerala can take that cue. And similarly in Tamil Nadu also. In Tamil Nadu also, I see the whole Periyar tradition and the strong Dravid identity. That is what has been protecting Tamil Nadu from the onslaught of RSS and BJP. But my overall feeling about the country is that RSS is not being combated at ideological level. The way they indoctrinate young boys from the age of 5 to 15 and onwards, that is somehow matchless. Matchless in the sense that nobody else is doing it. And then they do community work also, consistent community work also, because of which they try to win over different sections of society, including Adivasis, Dalits, women. Women they win over through religiosity and all that. So these things, I think, we need to have a serious introspection at cultural level as to where is popular culture going, how are we able to, like Gramsci says, every social change has to accompany with a change in the mindset of the people. So we got independence, but the mindset of feudal times has been reinforced by RSS actions. That's my understanding. Because RSS never gave up its project of promoting Manusmriti values. Manusmriti values. It has never given up intensifying the religiosity, which forces the people toward a wrong direction. And also it has continued to demonize Muslims and Christians, because of which, and there is no organization or a party or a group of people who does it systematically. I think that's where I'll criticize my own self also. Despite few decades of work, this is something we have not succeeded in putting together a political force, social force, religious force, which can combat the organization like RSS and promote a popular culture, promote humanism and Indian constitution at the grassroots level. That is what needs to be done. More so in Kerala and Tamil Nadu, places like Karnataka, where still BJP has not made a severe dent.
This is my observation. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. The places where RSS and BJP were not able to capture the imagination of the whole population are those states where they have a strong cultural identity. For example, even in Bengal, they have a Bengali identity. In Tamil Nadu, they have a Dravidian, and Kerala also we have a Dravidian identity. And in Punjab, you can say, they have a Sikh culture, Sikh history, which fought against the caste system. And so strengthening the local identities, not a pan-Indian Hindutva identity. Isn't this fight between these two identities happening in Indian?
Biju, I think you have a point. As Indian identity comes up, the regional identities and Indian identities, they have to be synthesized and promoted. Because just promoting the regional identity will again create different type of problems. So those regional identities have to be synthesized with Indian identity and promoted to protect ourselves from this fundamentalist ideology, which is trying to grip the country. I take your point well, but what my request is that this whole propaganda of RSS, indoctrination of RSS, indoctrination of so many young people, there is no other organization which is doing much in this direction. At one point, Gandhi did it through his actions. At one point, left movement also did it through movement and people associating with them to bring in the values of constitution, anti-caste values, and gender equality, pluralism. We have to develop a mechanism to transmit it to the communities at large, like community adda, community centers, where we promote some videos, films, to have these type of values reaching far and wide.
This election, many people say that there is a big opposition created by not political parties, but individual people like Dhruv Rathi, who have, through his YouTube channel, has reached to millions of people.
Biju, I must say, Dhruv Rathi is a phenomenon. Dhruv Rathi is a phenomenon, and we wish he continues his work, and he will be the kingpin in this whole ideological battle. But I am glad to tell you that there are many other channels who have come up Like South, I don't know much, but North, Satya Hindi is there. Then Ashok Kumar Pandey's The Credible History is there. Then, if you know, there is Ajit Anjum. And there are two other very
Ravish Kumar.
popular ones, Ravish Kumar. So, and there are many other good channels which are coming up in a small way. They don't have a big reach, but in a small way, they are also making their voice. So one hopes that the impact of Dhruv Rathi and Ravish Kumar, which is exceptionally great, should continue. But others can also pitch in, like your channel. If I'm to say, it may be reaching smaller number, but it has its own impact. Such channels, more friends can take to such a thing, because everybody cannot become Dhruv Rathi.
Yeah.
He has his own unique style, and mercifully, thankfully, he's getting a very good viewership. But others can also try in the same direction, because we can't advise Dhruv Rathi what to do. He's doing it excellently.
Yeah.
He's doing it. Only we can promote him wherever possible. But others can try in their little way. If Dhruv Rathi gets 2 crores of views, there may be other channels which are getting 2 lakhs, 1 lakh. But anyway, that is what is a very good way. So there I compliment people like you who are sustaining it. There is one symbol which is a great, which has a great name everywhere. But I must say that has to be supplemented by smaller efforts also. India is a country of 140 crores people. Dhruv Rathi is reaching 2 crore. He is aiming to reach 100 crore. We wish him good luck. But there are others, like Biju is able to reach 10 lakh people. Worth it. The Credible History of Ashok Kumar Pandey, his reach is increasing. Satya Hindi, reach is increasing. Ajit Anjum, reach is increasing. So I think these are supplementary to each other. And like we say, this complementing each other. Like we learn from Dhruv Rathi, his style and his content. Others can make similar things for their own reach. Like Dhruv Rathi is only in Hindi. What about English? Whole of South India, English, Hindi doesn't have such a reach. So English also we have to focus and try to small efforts which can convert into big ones over a period of time.
My last question, I would like to ask you that many people believe that now they are satisfied that, oh, BJP did not get single majority, so it's okay, fine, now everything is okay. But as you said, the fight is just started. Even the ideologically, the idea of Hindutva is spreading in the society. So how should a civil society should work in this situation?
See, I am happy only for one thing, that we get 5 more years to work, and we need this time, breathing space, to organize our work in a way that our lacunas of earlier times, like we focus on the social movements, we social on the community work, and we social on the ideological manufacturing consent in a different way. We need to focus, use this time for promoting cultural activities. And there I see, Biju, that what is a good thing is this. While the problem of RSS is very severe, there is a lot of good material available in our country. Believe me, the number of great books on history, sociology, political science, the great films of people like Anand Patwardhan and Rakesh Sharma, the great videos, there is a good deal of video collections of different people which can act as an educating thing for the people. So good things are there. So this 5 years, I am happy that we can talk about these things more freely, without much intimidation, and try to consolidate to ensure that we combat, more than BJP, we combat RSS at ideological level, cultural level, and things like that.
People who supports BJP's ideas, BJP's ideology, they are not enemies of us. They are also citizens of this country. So how can we capture their minds?
See, Biju, that's a difficult question, and it's a difficult task. It cannot be done overnight. But if you persist with community awareness programs, through films, through videos, through cultural actions, through celebrating centenary anniversaries of Ambedkar, Bhagat Singh, and many other people, Narayan Guru, and Periyar. If we celebrate that, we are reaching their message to the masses. And then that is the way that these people who have been indoctrinated because of the media. See, last 10 years, the media is totally under the corporate control, which is walking along with Modi and totally talking of that language. So this is a time that we promote those activities. So these people who are indoctrinated because of RSS ideology and BJP politics, they will also gradually think. And there's a huge spectrum of people. Some people who don't know anything, some people who know little thing, some people who may slightly agree with us, some people who totally disagree with us. So there is a range. So we begin with those people who don't know, gradually strengthen ourselves and try to go to this BJP and hardcore, even RSS. We can try to engage with them over a period of time.